with the black boats and the black, red, yellow buoyancy aids, we got number 1 Rutsen, number 3 Bedik, number 4 Koens, number 5 Shaper, number 6 Smallenbach, number 7 Wagner, 8 Voigt, 9 Eyreicht, 10 Goedenwald. First ball possession is in favor of the German ladies. The coaches of the Germans are Günther and Deqing. Well, we see a very aggressive style of defense there, but a lot of room on the left. Can she get the pass to the middle there? Very fast pace there. So far, the Germans in the first pool, they won everything. What we see is nicely open shots there, but over the goal. The Germans switch to their more passive defense, so not on a man-on situation, because that's more risky, but it gives the most pressure on the players of the other team. So Germany won everything in the first pool, and they still are in the running for a semi-final. But with the matches you probably have seen yesterday, it will be it has to be a bit lucky in their favor, which is not something you prefer. But if you look at the score so far, this will be a very exciting match. Second line shot deflected this time by the goalie, number 3 Bending, after a shot from number 7 Halund. So in this winners group we have 6 teams, and only the top 2 contenders directly qualify for a semi. We got New Zealand, Italia, France, Denmark, and then of course these teams on the pitch. So far this is the 3rd match in that pool. And so far New Zealand and Italia have won twice, and France and Denmark have won once. And these teams, you see, well, we see a very good shot from behind the defender, giving the goalie as little as time as possible to react, but still being saved, keeping the score 0-0, it's all tied up. But if Germany wants to go for the semis, then they really need 3 more wins. And then their goal difference might be in play, and it will really depend on what the other teams will do. It will be a very mathematical equation trying to advance in this tournament. Well, we see a pedal fault being made by the Swedish. So far the Germans have lost against Italy with 1-0. And against Denmark 3-2. Interestingly enough, the Swedish women have also already played against Italia, and that was a goal difference of just 2-0. And to France they lost 5-3. So they're up for a very good run, and for sure a big improvement from the European games of the European Championships from last year. Because you also have a lot more teams now. Well, we see a nice second line shot deflected by the Swedish woman. And another minute has passed and no team has scored. Well, we see a very quick goal exchange on the right side of the pitch, because you really want your best goalie under the goal. Interesting to see that the Germans actually said to us that someone else was the goalie in this team. But Bendik is under the goal. These teams are very, on paper, even more exciting than I was telling about. Second line shot deflected already by the German defense, but that does mean that Sweden will stay in ball possession, because they have both coaches have been training the team for a year. Well, from Sweden it's a returning coach, but they have a very similar average age as well. So for the Swedish 23 and for the Germans 23 and a half. And both teams could train together a similar amount of times. For the Germans that's once a month, and for the Swedish women it was about 5-6 times. Well, we see a push, but the ball was already away at the push time. So the Swedish now have ball possession for a new minute again. Well, already 6 minutes have passed without a single goal. And I was really talking about the Germans wanting to go to the semi-finals. Well, they now get ball possession. Can they make a fast break of their own? Should still be in play. There is no Swedish goalie just yet. Faraway shot is clearly an option. Finds the back of the net by number 8, excuse me. Voigt. Quick ball possession now, going to the right of the pitch. Oh, but a bit of faulty there. Luckily enough, still ball possession nicely intercepted there. There should be another goal. Fast break opportunity now, really, for the Germans. And a second goal for the Germans. Shaper, the captain, really intercepted that pass there and then made the most of it herself. She was joined up with Gundewald, number 10. But she was free enough, otherwise she would have passed to Gundewald for sure. Second line shot, nicely deflected there, already by the defense. And the goalie was actually using an expression that she was sad that she couldn't catch the ball actually. It was just a bit out of reach. The Swedish trying to force their way through the defense. With a bit of a small slip up, it's another fast break opportunity. Pass has to be perfect. Second line shot. Nicely done by number 6 this time, Smallenbach. It really was the first 6 minutes of this match. Completely tight, and now we have 3 goals in 2 minutes. The Swedish have to keep the concentration for all the game. But they are here with 6 Swedish women. And the tournament is already very long. For Germany, they came here with the target as for being first. Again, a fast break opportunity now for the Germans. Again, Gunderwald. Oh, Smallenbach, excuse me. Swedish now have the last minute of this match, trying to get closer in scoring position. They'll probably run out the clock a bit, but they have to shoot before the final buzzer of this half. Second line shot deflected. Means that the last seconds of this match will be in Swedish ball possession. If they play their cards right. 17 seconds left. Really should work towards a shot on the last 3 seconds. And they start. Second line shot already taken and finds the back of the net actually. Very nicely done by number 5, Stallenstedt. 5 seconds will mean far away shot now, just too short, about 2 meters. Could have taken a bit more time there, but she was put into the position there with number 1, Rutzer. Now we have a 3-minute rest period in which the teams get some feedback from the coach, some water. And I want to remind you that the final of the under 21 men will be 15 minutes earlier than previously thought. So if you marked your calendar for it, make the note that it is now 15 minutes earlier. And that's a very simple reason. It gets dark here very quickly. And the last 2 days we had last matches starting at 5:05. And really for the last half of that match, it was really hard to see because we don't have any lights. Usually we don't need those. But just a reminder, 15 minutes earlier. So a quarter before 5. Thank you to our main sponsors, International Canoe Federation, China Canoe Association, Huzhou City, the Deqing County, Yupin Sports, Kong Group, the Tour Sports and Kalias.
Nej, men jag tänker att kantspelaren måste gå för att sidobacken ska liksom gå ut och mer i mitten. Vi kan vi komma längre in eller passa in. Och kan det bara vänta för att locka kan vi suga ihop. Så att det handlar lite om också att röra upp på varandra och vi får lite förbindelse. Så kommer man ju liksom nog nära så att det blir farligt. Så tänker jag nog det att någon ska vara lite skeva och inte ha det.
And the ref is signaling again to us that she wants to start with this second half of this match. And first ball possession goes to Germany by a very quick sprint by Kunz. The referees are Marta Burgale from Poland on the other side of the pitch, and on this side of the pitch is Zoe Anthony from GB, while we see a lot of fake throws, trying to get the pedals of the Swedish defense to move. Nicely passed from Rutsen to Smallenbach, and the defense of the Swedish was really focused on that shot of Rutsen, and they could be just surprising enough by that pass. The Swedish looking again at a goal difference of 4. Nicely blocked there by Bendik. What was a bit of a fast throw in my opinion, but a lot of Swedish women were actually in the defense of Germany. The set target for the Swedish was to qualify for the next World Championships. I think they should be able to manage that very goodly here, or good here, because they are in the winners group and they've been doing very well, very close games so far. This is their biggest difference so far. And they have a bit of an underdog situation. If I look at it from all the past years. Quick passes there to the left. Nice pass to the middle there. Oh, but beautifully stopped there by number 4, the goalie Gutendal. Quick passes in the middle of the defense. That was really what made that attack so effective, but very nice save. I think at some point in time, the Swedish will want to switch to a man on defense if they think they need the goal difference or the need the win. But this being still the third game in this group, they don't have to, and their defense is very strong. Well, we do see Rutsen managed to get past the goalie just now. But so far, by far the most goals that the Germans made were in fast breaks. And you're more of risk of that if you use a man on defense. But it's also the thing you have to keep in mind, that there are a very big difference in player count actually between these two countries, because there are more than 100 clubs in Germany, and all of those play a very high level. And in Sweden there are 7 clubs, which of course play a high level as well. But if you have that many more people doing this beautiful sport, then it can't be otherwise than there are a lot of players that want to go into this international sport. Well, we see a goal from Gunewald. But I found it really strange actually to see the Swedish defense there for a sec, because we had a goalie, then 1 player in front of it, and then 3 players in front of that. It's not really a common use strategy. And now there was a lot of room there in favor of the Germans. It was kind of they try to mix up the man on defense and their normal static defense. Static defense, I mean what the Germans are using here now. So you're not actively hunting or pedaling after your opponent. You're waiting that they come to you. Goalie versus goalie, stopped by the defense this time. Fast break option now, a bit to the left there. Not really in play. Can they get past here? Well, we see an offensive foul being made. At the looks of it, it was a hand fault. Nice, a bit of room to the left, but again deflected by the Swedish defense. That should have been it should be a shot clock. Like the supporters here were shouting. That was true. Nice possession now for the Germans. The Germans now using the time for their advantage. They don't have to score more goals. Well, we see a second line shot attempt from Gunvald being stopped by the Swedish defense. This time it was number 1 Ek. And again, an offensive foul has been made. Can the Swedish women now switch to a fast break of their own? Hudson is under the goal, but very quickly exchanged by Bendik. A little bit of room here on the left. The Swedish want to try to force something. Ooh, but actually an attacking foul made. So ball position switch goes to the Germans. A little bit of room there. Going to Gunvald. And she finds the back of the net. Yeah, so as I was saying, so far the most goals the Germans made have been fast breaks. This time it was after a fault. But most of the times it has been because of a stopped shot. This will be very good for the Germans, because with this goal difference they immediately go higher than Denmark. But that is only if Denmark does not win the match they are playing just now. And they are actually playing versus France, I can see that. And they are winning versus France. That's an interesting move there. And New Zealand versus Italy, the two top contenders in this pool so far, actually is finished in favor of New Zealand. I will give you those updates. 4-2. And Denmark is winning with just 25 seconds remaining on the clock. And that would mean that Denmark will be tying with Italy. Not in goal goal balance. So they will become third. While we see Sweden still possessing the ball with 25 seconds remaining. Oh! She was very badly positioned there. Fast break upstream, really good for the Germans, but almost captured the ball there, Gundendal. Eventually ending in a easy goal, making it a bit more spicy than, in my opinion, would have been necessary with using the bottom bar. But scoring-wise, 3-2 in favor of Denmark. Sorry, I was not expecting that, but congratulations, Denmark. And here it is clearly that the Germans win 8-1, so they have a good positive effect for the ball balance. Oh, and on this pitch it will be, in the women's class, Espanola versus Swiss. But as I was saying, so New Zealand will take the lead with 9 points. Then will come Italy with 6 points, but with a goal difference of 3. Then Denmark with 6 points and a goal difference of -1. Then Germany with 3 points now, with a better goal difference. And then France, and then Sweden. This is one exciting pool. As a neutral player or a neutral commentator here, I really enjoy this. I thank you very much for watching. So next up on this pitch will be Espanyol versus Swiss. And that will be brought to you in a few minutes time, because that will start in about 8 minutes. Enjoy that.
Yes.